cost you for okay, 4,026,04775. We're on the Farmington departure. Chart.
Yeah, very clear displays.
Oh,
perfect.
Yeah. Awesome that way. And they're geo-referenced, so the airplane shows up on the chart when you're flying it if you want it to. So this is just departure procedure 31, left turn 120. Making sure I can do all that. But, alright, we're good to go. Hand me that.
Yeah, I'm used to Garmin. There's like simple GPSs in your car and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not used to the Garmin at this level.
Oh, this is synthetic vision.
Mm-hmm.
So the mountains show up,
right.
The runways, traffic, everything is on the screen. Traffic, if you're flying towards a hill, it tells you where to go.
Right.
I mean, it's pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, these guys are really stepping up. Lucky with the day. What a perfect
Oh,
day.
yeah. You're not kidding. Citation for report terminal. We're going to go at the end off now. Holding short of the runway, waiting to have
What I found was the pilot engineers were more educated than engineers. Slide before. Way good.
Runway 3?
3-1.
3-1. Yeah, I see 3 here, right? It says 3-1 there as well.
It will.
Yeah.
Take off 3-1. So yeah, you'll see this come up, and you can turn this stuff on and off too.
Mm-hmm.
It also has for approaches pathways, so you can fly the boxes.
Mm-hmm.
There you want it. But you see 3-1 will show up. And then here on the chart, it has a ground chart that shows you where
you are.
And you can hook IR up here, infrared, if you wanted to. Okay, you ready? So this is working off a FADA computer system. Bugging your client.
Traffic.
That's that guy right there.
Yeah, that's playing.
It's
it's a TCAS.
Yeah. See, here it is. Then it showed up on the screen just to tell you. It always does that in airport. Fly ahead of it. We'll probably then get direct address after that. We'll go ahead and put addresses. Now the airplane's climbing at what I've logged it at 170 knots, so it's going to maintain that time. This tells you, based on your current climb rate and speed, when you're going to be at this altitude, whatever above. So we should be at 15,000 feet about right here.
Right.
That's our route. Right now, you can say, well, how far can I go? But here's your fuel rings. Now, obviously, we're burning more gas.
Green ring, right?
Green is I'm out of gas. This is with reserve.
Return.
Okay, but as I go up altitude, my fuel burn is going to go down and my speed's going to go up. So those move. So with this current fuel load, we could probably go to LA. But it's kind of a cool feature. So when you're up cruising,
Very.
you just kind of know what's going on.
Less calculation, just less stress on you.
Everything.
You see it.
Here, you can toggle over anything you want. 12815. Seattle Center citation.
This is pretty much the control, right? All that you need.
Everything you can do here, you can do right here. This just is your keypad, makes it go quicker. If you want, I could go, okay, direct, address, direct, enter. And the same thing is going down here. Say you were to lose a screen, it pushes it all to here, or vice versa. Or if this screen goes dead or my air data computer goes dead, then I can flip-flop it over to your side. All with just a button, basically.
Right.
That makes it pretty nice.
Yes. Yeah, so we basically have only one analog instrument right here.
This is a requirement from the FAA.
Exactly.
but there's 2 AHRs, there's 2 ADCs. There's actually 3 because I think that runs off of it. They've integrated all the engine and pressurization, everything into the system. So here's my cabin. So I got a 5.6 pressure, I'm good to 8.3. My airport elevation, or my destination 2450. Right now I got a 4,000 foot climb, a 400 foot per minute climb rate. This is how much fuel I have in my current burn. I want to come over here, hold my radar and all that stuff. But over here, I can pull up stuff like, how far I'm going, how long have I been in the air, what's my estimated time of arrival. I can experiment with it, so I can use my actual or auto, or I can go to manual mode and change it to C. So it's pretty cool that way.
Yeah.
So here I can come here and say, okay, do an approach, badges. We'll go inbound on the RNAV, do vectors, load. So now the flight plan, the approach is in my system. Also the charts in my system.
Yeah, actually, the original documents from Jepson, yeah. Everything is there. You don't need to even work with the book.
I never even had to pull out anything.
You have it somewhere, probably. You have Jepson book, right?
Yeah.
On the plane, but...
Actually, I have Jepson right here.
Oh,
that's
that's...
my backup.
Another digital backup.
I have an NOS terminal.
I know you're busy flying.
Yeah.
Here it's a little bit colder, if possible.
Colder?
A little bit. Thank you.
Jeez.
So can you tell at least a few shortcomings of Garmin versus Rockwell? Just
Okay.
at least something,
Sure.
because they're charging way more.
Oh yeah. Well, the problem with Honeywell or Collins
Yeah.
is it's more of an old school system, so you don't get the synthetic vision. You don't get the nice, intuitive keyology, right? So, for example, I bring up flight plan. There's my flight plan. I want to know
It's like
something.
Apple approach, right? It's like
Yeah.
old DOS versus Apple approach, or Windows.
Totally,
Very similar, right?
totally,
That's what pilots used to from 20 years ago.
right. And so here, oh, there's the airport. Identify it, and then all the information comes up.
Gotcha.
Oh, what's the weather doing there? Boom. Now they don't report weather there, but otherwise it would come up.
Understand. If you pick any big airport like SeaTac, you would immediately see everything.
Everything you want. And so it's just a very intuitive system. Much more intuitive than the other systems.
And for big guys, it's just difficult to make a transition, right? From them, I mean, they invested so much.
I was an old school guy.
Right.
So here I'm going to set up a VNAV.
It's GPS-based navigation, right?
This is all, well, this is vertical nav. So I say, okay, the airport's at 2,500 feet. I want to be over the top, 1,500 feet above. So I put in 4,000. Now it knows. So it gives me a descent point right there. I can adjust that, but at a 3 degree, which is your standard descent profile, that's your top of descent.
That's an efficient descent,
Right.
the fuel saving.
Correct. And you can mess with that all you want. But so this tells me, okay, well, at our current speed, we're going to start down in 2 minutes.
Showing the winds off.
Yeah. Or I'll show you. Yeah, like here, this shows you these are the wind profile of the climb, the actual wind profile. So 246 and 25 knot when you push. This tells you it's a push. It computes it for you. So right now we got a 5-knot push.
Showing the gas deal of where you're
Yeah, I showed him that. Yeah, I can bring that up again for you. And Jack was talking about the gas. So now. Now we've been cleared direct. By the way, if I'm too loud or too quiet, you adjust the volume right there. So this is my fuel range now with reserves. So I'm good on down to